Hey everyone, welcome to 4 Weeks Challenge. Here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help you with English speaking practice or conversation practice. The more you practice, the better you get. So, I'm giving you a lot of ideas of how you can practice. I'm giving a name to the technique so that it's easier for you to remember, and you can always start practicing with these methods. These are very quick, easy, and powerful methods of practicing English speaking. You don't have to figure out what topic you have to practice today. You don't have to figure out what should you speak about today. You don't have to worry on all these things. These techniques, these methods are so simple that it will register in your brain and you will be able to speak in English for 10 minutes at least every single day. And guys, please make it a point that 10 minutes every day you practice English speaking. No matter however busy you are, whatever you are doing, take out just 10 minutes to practice English speaking. And you can do it anytime, at any part of the day and anywhere. It's that simple, it's that easy. Follow my techniques, listen to my videos carefully. It's very easy, very simple, and easy to follow. So what I do here is I speak about a technique. I give you a sample also of how you can practice it at home. And then I give you some resources also or references from YouTube, like what you can pick from there and how you can practice this technique. Okay, while listening or watching something, you can also practice this technique. So I give some references or resources from YouTube so that it helps you to get engaged and entertain yourself while you are practicing this technique. Okay, so my sessions are divided into 3 parts. The first part is the technique. The second part is how you can practice this on your own. So basically, these are practical samples which I speak on. And the third part is the resources from YouTube or anywhere else which you can take it as a reference and you can listen to it, you can watch it and you can practice that. Okay, so that your life is easier. I make sure that you don't have to worry on what to do next. If you watch my video, you'll get to know end-to-end solutions. That's what I try to bring in my videos. On that note, guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. And if you want to know more about my videos and new topics and new conversation practice methods, do subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, and do write your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to press the notification icon and keep watching my videos. So coming back to the session, today I'm going to talk about this technique which is called questioning technique. Now guys, I give a name to all these techniques, and these are so simple names and relatable names that you can always, when you listen to the name, you will immediately get to know what it is all about. Okay, you'll get half of the thing you will get to know by listening to the name. That is why I've come up with these names, which are very interesting, very unique, and very easy to comprehend or understand, so that whenever you start practicing, you know what you have to practice in this technique. Okay. And it's not necessary that every technique you need to follow every single day. It's just that whichever comes to your mind or whichever you want to, or just try to write the names of the techniques on a post-it and stick on your study desk, and just see what technique you want to practice that day. So you can do it that ways also, because every technique is different in its nature, in its content, in its format. Okay, so that is, you'll get a 360-degree idea of how conversations work or how conversations happen. Okay, so you start speaking on these techniques with these topics. It will give you a 360-degree view, and it will be easier for you to prepare yourself or get in practice of having conversations on different topics and different variety of formats, so that whatever comes to you when you are actually speaking to the other person, or when you're actually going and speaking to somebody, whichever topics comes up, whatever format comes up, you'll be able to speak on it. So that is the purpose of coming up with these techniques, so that you can practice these techniques to get a complete understanding of how conversation works, or how conversation can happen, or how you can have a conversation in different ways. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about this technique which is called questioning technique. Now, by listening to questioning technique, you might get to know, you might get an idea that it's about questions, right? Absolutely. You are absolutely right. This is about questions, or rather asking questions. So I'll give you a background here. Now, if you see a small kid, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, even I think 10, 11-year-old also nowadays, they all have this tendency of asking a lot of questions. Okay. I have an example at my place. I have a 3.5-year-old kid and I know how much questions she has. It's just that she has started to speak and she wants to speak more and more. She wants to know more. So that is why, just to gain more knowledge on things, she asks questions. And it's the same with everybody. It's the same with a growing kid. Like 10-year-old, 12-year-old also has a lot of questions. You know why? Because they want to collect more knowledge about it so that they can talk on that. So that is the idea of asking questions, to increasing your knowledge, to speak more or to talk on that topic, right? So if you don't have an experience of talking to a kid, just go to a mother, ask her about this particular thing, whether you were as a kid, whether you used to ask questions or not, or other kids also ask questions or not. Go to your sister if she has a kid, if your sister-in-law has a kid, or anybody else. Go to people and just talk to a 10-year-old, 12-year-old outside. You'll get to know how many questions they have and what questions they ask you. So they're very curious, they want to know more. And that curiosity helps them to become more confident and fluent in talking about things. I know when my kid asks me about, for example, why an aeroplane flies. So if I tell her, if I give her the answer that it takes people from one place to other, so the next time when somebody is talking about an aeroplane, she will immediately tell that person that, you know what, aeroplane takes people from one place to the other. So you saw the reference, she heard it before from me, she asked me why aeroplane flies and I gave her this answer, and the next time when she hears somebody talking about an aeroplane, she just includes this answer, or she just tells that person about this thing. So this is how, kids also ask questions and gain knowledge on that topic, and they next time when they get a chance, they speak on that, right? So this is the idea of asking questions. This is the main motive of asking questions. So if you want to improve your English, if you want to speak in English, if you want to have a conversation in English, if you want to improve your English, if you want to improve your communication skills in English, if you want to become more fluent and confident in English, ask questions. Ask questions. Yes, that is the best form of practicing English speaking. That is the best form of practicing English speaking. Now, it's not only limited to asking questions. It is about answering them as well, right? So I'm talking about practice here. So if you ask a question, you have to come up with creative questions, or any question for that matter. It need not be a creative question. It can be anything from your daily life, whatever you are doing. You just need to come up with a question so that you can start practicing or start speaking on the answer, or start answering that question, which will help you in English speaking practice. So while you're giving the answer to the question, you are actually practicing English speaking. So why questioning or why asking questions? I told you before that, when we start practicing English speaking, we just get worried about what topic we should choose today, or I'm not getting any topic. What should I talk about today? So we just get confused. So the best thing here is start asking questions and replying to those questions. It's as simple as that. You don't have to worry about the topic. Now, what kind of questions you can ask and start answering, I'm going to tell you in this section. So these questions can be very basic questions. Basic questions like when you wake up, when you are in the bed, you can just ask yourself, what is my plan for today? And then you can just start answering that question. It depends on you how long you want your answer to be. You can pick up everything starting from I'll get out of bed, I'll go to the washroom, I'll freshen up, I'll have breakfast and tea, I'll get ready, probably then I'll go to the office or college, or I'm going to meet my friend for lunch. Whatever your plan is, you can just start answering this question. This is one. Next question you can come up with when you are having a breakfast, when you're at the table and you're having breakfast, you can ask a simple question to yourself, what am I eating today? And start describing your breakfast. You can include who cooked the breakfast, what else do you like for breakfast, how healthy it is, or whatever. You can include a lot of things in the answers, guys. So it depends on you how you want to practice. These are basic questions. Third question, the next question you can ask is, what should I wear today? Or what am I wearing today? Stand in front of the mirror and describe your clothes. I'm wearing a blue shirt and a white pant. Blue is my favorite color. I like this combination of blue and white. Why I wore this dress today? Today I have a meeting at the office, so I have to wear a formal dress. That is why I've chosen blue and white. And I'm wearing a trouser and a shirt. Okay, so you can just add things there. You can just keep on adding things. These are very basic, small questions you can come up with, and you can come up with the answer. Just to practice English speaking. This practice is on the go. You don't have to take out time, guys. Whatever you are doing, you can club it with that. As I said, breakfast. As I said, when you wake up in the morning, you are dressing up. You are going to office or college. On the way, you can just start doing a commentary, live commentary, right? I've just started from my place. The GPS is showing 30 minutes to reach my destination. Let's see if I get any traffic jam in between. Then you can say, I can see a lot of cars moving. I can see a lot of people moving. Kids are going to school. People are rushing to the office, right? People are having breakfast at the joints, breakfast joints. So n number of things you can come up with. You can just do a commentary on the go. So these are the best things you can practice. You can just ask a simple question. What is happening around me? And then you can start doing the commentary till the time you reach your office. So that space or that time also you have utilized in speaking English, in practicing English speaking. Guys, these are the basic questions you can come up with and start answering. Don't lose time. Don't wait for that 15 minutes which you have dedicated at the end of the day, that you'll go back home and in that 10 minutes you're going to practice English. No, don't do that. Utilize the time you have. But after lunch, if you get time, if you're in a college or office, after lunch, if you're getting some time, you're walking with your colleague or your friend, you can discuss anything in English, right? You can try speaking in English about anything. How was your first half of the day? Or what is scheduled in the second half of the day? Or how is the day going? How was your lunch? Whatever. You can come up with a simple question and you can just start describing or answering that question with your friend or a colleague, or talk about your manager, talk about the project, talk about any presentation you have, any cultural event which is there. There are lots of things you can talk about, guys. There are lots of things you can talk about. These are basic questions you can come up with and you can just start answering. If you're not doing anything, you're sitting idle in your couch, just question yourself, what am I doing? And start answering. If you're watching some series or you're watching TV, you can talk about it. What you're watching, what is it about? What is the storyline? So it all depends on you guys. You have to take that initiative. You have to take out 5-10 minutes of yours, or if throughout the day you are trying to speak English, 5 minutes is okay. 10 minutes is okay. But you have to continuously do that. Get into that mode of talking in English, speaking in English. Okay, so why you have to ask a question and then answer? Because that will help you to get into the conversation mode. Right, as I told you before, every conversation starts with a question. So you'll get to know that, okay, there is a question, I have to answer that question, which means probably you can think that somebody has asked me this question and I'm replying to this question. So this is how you get into a conversation mode. Your brain starts thinking that you are into a conversation mode. You are answering this to somebody. So that is why question and along with it answering is important. Question and answer is important. Try using this technique, guys. It's surely going to help you a lot. It has helped me. It has helped my daughter as well. And the best part of this technique is you can do it on the go. Whatever task you're doing, whatever thing you're doing, you can just adjust everything with that. You don't have to take out specific time. That is very important, guys. That is the big advantage of this technique. Now, coming to the third section of the session, the resources which can help you to practice this questioning technique. Again, I would say you can listen to any podcast, you can listen to any talk show, chat show, any cooking show for that matter, any movie for that matter, any series for that matter. It's just that you have to pause that video and you have to ask a question, what is it about? If you're watching a movie, you just ask yourself a question, what is this movie about? And describe the whole story and the plot and whatever you have seen till now or whatever you know till now. Okay, so you can talk about it. Podcast also, you can talk about what is the podcast about and what are the people speaking in the podcast about. The same with talk show, chat show. You can pick up some certain questions also and you can just start answering on your own. So you can do a lot of things. So these things will help you. Cooking show also, any travel show, any food vlogs. You can just describe that vlog. You can just ask a simple question. What is this vlog about? And just start describing that. Whatever, you're listening to a piece of music, you're listening to a music also, a song also, you can describe that. Just ask a simple question, what is the song about? Or how is the song? And you can just start describing it. It's as simple as that, guys. So while getting entertained also, while watching these videos and series and everything, whatever you do, if it is a Hindi series also, if it is in your local language also, doesn't matter. You can describe that in English. Right? You can just come up with the answer in English about what is it about. So guys, you have to do all these things. You have to come up with these creative ways of speaking English or English speaking practice. These are very effective, less time consuming, interesting, and very simple to follow or to practice. Try doing this and you will see the difference. Till then, keep watching, keep learning and keep practicing. See you. Bye-bye.